It's just a fantastic time for paintball and all our fans. Just love it.
Go beyond the field with Major League Paintball Plus.
Let's go! Come on, who wants it? Damage ball!
Live and direct, I'm back with savage shit. Create the wave, we can ball splash 'em. Right cross, swing and get your head shot. Point blank, dead stop. 16 bars in a headlock. 1-on-1 dead stock is what I'm dropping.
Same old. You know, you know what to expect, man.
Yeah,
We're just gonna put in that work, dog. That's it.
get out!
You know, just getting some good looks today. Tomorrow we'll probably switch it up and try to be a little more aggressive and see what we can get away with. Right now we're just shooting our guns.
Get out! Get out! Kill 200! That should be a Raider!
Alright, good job.
Did I not get Brian? Yeah!
Been working on hold plays, and then Keith did not do his job because he should not be risking his body ever when we're up by 2 in that situation. Yeah, I think these are just what you work on in practice. This is how you get better. You make mistakes and fix them. I've moved people around quite a bit, so I want to make sure we have depth everywhere, even though we don't have a lot of guys, so I have a lot of versatility. I wouldn't say any one particular person's playing way better than anyone else. I think we have 2 really good snake players and some more.
And I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's 5 alive this shit for a minute. So I just want to make sure that we are, yes, usable, yes, good, yes, dangerous. Right? So as long as we have all that in mind, there's going to be times to use all of it, but I don't want, definitely never do both of them at the same time. All right, so we're going to do matches this morning, 7 minutes. Play the scenarios the way they're supposed to be played. Play it like it's a real match. Play it like we're playing up, right? No matter what. Like, let's play flawless paintball. Win, lose, I don't give a shit. Let's go out and try to execute flawless paintball. We play collision, distortion, Sea Dogs, and Hurricanes. And the Sea Dogs have a lot of tall motherfuckers.
We're just kind of finalizing some of our plays and trying to work on that in-game communication.
You want to start with what is the safest way to get 5 bodies alive and burn time. That's how you keep teams from mounting comebacks.
Now, like not being able to play and actually watching their tendencies and what they're doing, it just puts more faith in me and in my team. I'm feeding information, critiquing what we're doing, and helping out as much as I can. We're out here doing the thing and just got to get prepared and go to war.
Coming off of a win, we've been winning, events pretty consistently out here. It's been a solid 2 seasons for us, and the best you can do is just try to win again, right? Once you're on top, everyone wants to knock you down. We typically do about 3 full days on the field. We use the 3-man at the events as a little bit more practice, and then we just go into the event knowing we're the best.
I think we could just connect a little better there. You know what I mean?
What's been teaching you a lesson? It does shoot good. I ain't gonna lie. It's good.
So we're gonna see how Mouse was killing me with the shocker, and see what was happening when I was on the other side. Yeah, that's pretty consistent. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
It's good, man. Most of us did the 4-day grind, all the stuff. We just tried to break down the whole layout. I think we got a good understanding of how this layout's playing, fast and slow. On this final day, working on the comms, connecting with the team, and the small ball with the 2-man group. So, I mean, this is it. Final day. We're ready for the tournament. We feel confident, and I think momentum's on our side. So, definitely going to bring it at this next event.
Inside you somewhere lies a Hydra. An immortal, multi-headed monster born for the battle. But the Hydra mentality buried inside you must be cultivated through chaos. Rather than just surviving or remaining unchanged, the Hydra mentality allows an entity to improve, to thrive, to multiply its strength when exposed to stress and uncertainty, to strengthen with every challenge the world throws your way. Every time the Hydra gets its head cut off, experiences a loss or a failure, it becomes stronger by growing 2 heads in its place. The Hydra must seek war and discomfort in order to become the best version of itself. Be like a Hydra. Seek out difficult challenges, power through every hardship, and understand this stress test is a blessing which makes you stronger. This is the Hydra way.
Everyone needs to wake the fuck up because we are better than everyone else.
Moje prieзвище Прядко.
For just $19.95, your team will get instant access to the team catalog, as well as discounts, specials, promotions, product releases, and your own custom team gear. As soon as your team approves your design for your jersey, you're gonna get access to custom training jerseys. We're gonna do away jerseys for you guys. We have custom pod bags, barrel cases, team banners, goggle bags, cleat covers, and now we have custom goggles.
Hey, what's up, people? My name's Arturo Andrade. I play for San Diego Dynasty, and I want to talk to you about my arm pads. The Pro DNA arm pads are the best in the market. No kidding. Like this thing, you can fall into this kind of gravel, you won't feel anything, and they last forever. I actually love them. I now got the new one, which has the undershirt above it, and it's just perfect because it doesn't slide out. So I really love Pro DNA. My arm pads keep me safe. I can slide as hard as I can or want, and I will be safe forever. Thank you, Pro DNA.
Our team program is designed to be super simple and make your life way easier. There's no minimums, there's no required packages, and you'll get season-long access to our catalog at a discount team price. Plus, you can design more custom products. The first step of the process is to design your custom jersey. Now, that might sound weird if you already have jerseys or you're going through a different provider. However, this is a crucial step in building out your whole team catalog. So we're going to use your guys' logo, team colors, and your sponsors to build other cool custom products.
Hey, Travis Lemansky here. I just wanted to introduce our brand new Mod Cell line of accessories for our modular bags. This one here is the 2-liter. We have them available in 3 sizes. This is the mid-size one. So what's great about it is it's made out of a 840 denier nylon material. It's TPU coated, so it's like perfect for keeping clean. It gets wet or dirty or whatever. These seams there's no stitching here, so this is all seamless welded design. So it's, besides the small gap in a zipper, it's waterproof. YKK zippers. You can easily access the inside right here. This is a little spot for a key leash or pens or something you might need quick access to. On the outside, you can put a boarding pass or passport or something like that. I have one sort of packed out here. Shows that perfectly fits like an iPad mini, great for travel like that. It does have easy to grab handles on both sides. So if you do have it in your carry-on bag or your backpack or something, you can grab it pretty fast and easy. There's a shoulder strap, which is included. You don't have to use it, but if you wanted to just carry this, it's the perfect little mobile organizer. So you can see in here, you have a spot for anything you might want to take with you, charging cables or Advil or whatever, charging blocks. So it's kind of how I keep mine packed out. This will be perfect for fitting in the back of a seat back in an airplane. Just kind of sits there, opens, faces you, so you can get at your stuff really easy and just close it up, throw it in the bag. Available on infamouspaintball.com, available on fndn.com. So again, this is the Mod Cell in the 2-liter.
The DRV features a revolutionary automatic anti-jam, no button to push. The DRV also features an aluminum feed neck for an absolutely positive gun mount. DRVs feature a magnetic tool-free disassembly. You can field strip the loader in seconds. Each DRV includes a speed feed, rain lid, and charging cable for the lithium-ion battery. They also ship in a zippered case. DRV is currently available in 8 different colorways. Learn more about the DRV at crbnpaintball.com.
What's going on, everyone? Walker here with Carbon Paintball. Are you still spending a couple $100s to design your team jerseys? That's crazy. Go over to teams.crbnpaintball.com to create your jersey right now for just $19.95. Right when you sign up on the team program, all we're gonna ask for is your logo, primary patterns, colors, secondary accents, all that stuff, and we're gonna take that information, and within 48 hours, we're gonna kick you back a 3D mock-up of your team jersey. Now, there's no minimums. You guys can order one jersey. There's no packages required. You guys can build one if you want, but just go to teams.crbnpaintball.com and start now and save yourself some money for better gear.
Hey, this is Wesley Ward playing for Jungle Cats. Using Carbon gear has been a pillar of our success, leading us into the Pro Division and now in the Pro Division. Their gear is amazing. It's lightweight, it's weather resistant, it breathes really well, and we love using Carbon gear. The DRV hopper from Carbon has been super awesome. Man, that thing has been performing for us flawlessly. It has been great. We love it. Motor and products on their website, the team program, has been just exceptional. It's very smooth, very easy process. You give them all your details of what you want, when you want it, how you want it, and they deliver. Working with Carbon has been amazing. Those guys are family and friends to us at this point. We've been with them for 3 years. They take care of us at every point, every turn, win or loss, weather, doesn't matter. Those guys are great. Without Carbon, I mean, it would be a lot more stressful on us. Those guys have been awesome. We love them.
1, 2, 3, family!
Red Legion, see if they send it again. Yeah, they're going to put Hara in again. Man, Thomas Hara getting a ton of spins out here. Yeah.
I'm Thomas Hara from Oklahoma, and I'm played paintball for Red Legion.
And one of the emerging stories here is Thomas Hara. He has just been lights out. Probably the best emerging talent we have seen here at this event on any team.
Hara should be able to get as far as he wants over here on the snake side. He's going to go to work on Brown. Trying to cut down the snake side, but Hara is already into Starfish over here. They're letting Hara ride it out. Not going to matter. Stacking up points right now. Legion up by 4, 8:32 on the clock.
Hard to come in cold against a team like Red Legion right now, and Hara in front of them is firing on all cylinders.
I got introduced to paintball at a pretty young age, I think about 9 years old. Got invited out to a birthday party. And then, you mess around, play rec ball with the neighborhood kids for a while. Started working at the paintball field. At the end of 2020, I got introduced to X-Ball. And then after a couple events, I was hooked. Quickly moved up from D5 to D4, tried out D3, and then played a season and some change in D1, and now I'm here on Red Legion. In terms of success I had in paintball prior to this, I'd say I won some events in D5 coming up with Senate, my first squad. Going into D4 and D3, I didn't win too much. We placed 6th at an NXL in D3. Moving into semi-pro, we got a 4th place finish at my first semi-pro event. That was a big deal for me. I got a taste of the pro field in the semifinals, but to really get on the podium, I haven't really had that success yet. So the way I got connected with the Red Legion organization was through Ryan Gray. So I've been acquainted with Ryan Gray for most of my life. He owned the paintball field I worked at when I was younger, and then we brushed shoulders at NXLs here and there. I'd see him in the pro pits. I think just these last season when I was in D1, he was happened to be scouting me at NXLs. But once he saw I was kind of a free agent during the off season, he reached out to me and gave me an opportunity. And how often do you get a shot at Red Legion? So I had to give it a shot. One of the things I love the most about this Red Legion camp is that it's a meritocracy where the guys who are playing the best at practice are going to be the ones who get to play at the tournaments. So coming into camp, I wasn't sure if that was going to be me for a few events or if I would have to, build up my skills, get a couple reps here and there. But to come out of practice and be named on the starting 5, they're only going to do that if they really believe that I'm the guy for the job.
Welcome here Sunday morning. The tensions are high. Amazing stories here at the Midwest Open. The best paintball teams in the world about to throw down. The top 10 have moved on. We are in the wild card round. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez. Distortion playing Impact here at point number 1. Also in this set, it's going to be Legion taking on Houston Heat. So interesting stories here as we have two of the big favorites, Edmonton Impact and Red Legion, are number 1 and number 2 teams having to play out of the wild card here, Todd.
Yeah, that's crazy. And these matchups are actually going to be really exciting because Distortion finished their prelims playing really well, playing consistently, getting contributions from everybody, and Impact looked a little shaky there at the end. So I'm really excited to see what is Impact going to do this morning. How are they going to change? We already see a lineup change over here. Rainey Stanzak looked like he's going to get the starting nod on the snake side with JC, but it's definitely going to be a steady dose of Tyler Harmon up the middle with LJ Parrish and Dalton Vanderbilt going towards the Dorito side.
Yeah, Impact went 3-1 in the prelims. Always tough to be in the wild card round. 3-1, but they had some battles, and they lost X Factor. And looks like getting Cornell across the baby Dorito and heading up the middle with Tyler Harmon. 5-on-5 break. Here in cool story with Distortion. Distortion finally making a Sunday here in event number 3 as they were in 19th place after 2 events. That's going to change, especially if they can pull off an underdog victory, move on to the quarterfinals, and take out one of the favorites here. Distortion up the middle with Matt Askren, who went to war all prelims long. He was just a brutalizer up the middle, and he's going to try to run through, but Tyler Harmon not there, so smart game plan to keep Tyler Harmon back at the tower instead of send him up there because you know Askren's going to come through.
Yep, and Askren does come through, but Tyler Harmon is standing at that tower, still watching the snake side, and Askren gets torched as he comes on the Impact side of the field. That's going to allow JC to jump up into the small wedge on the snake side, and now he's trying to edge out that Dorito side can to make his way towards the 50 as Tyler Harmon jumps into the center wall.
Also moving on the D side as Impact's going to go up to the 50-yard line with LJ Parrish. No, that's actually Dalton Vanderbilt. Dalton at the 50-yard line.
LJ Parrish in the small brick on the Dorito side, holding the wire, protecting Dalton Vanderbilt. Impact was very aggressive on the Dorito side all throughout this event, though, using the speed of LJ Parrish, who is now on Distortion side of the field. I'm sorry, Dalton Vanderbilt on Distortion side of the field, wrapping around the outside of their Dorito 3.
Really good comms right now for Edmonton Impact with this one body advantage and some really solid real estate here. 50-yard line with Dalton D side. Tyler Harmon at the wall in the middle. Now JC, he's going to get to the 50, brick in the snake.
Yep, JC and Rainey quickly behind him. I think just a little bit more fluid movement over here. I like the setup for Impact as Rainey Stanzak comes to the small wedge to protect JC down the wire. Good communication there between JC and Tyler. LJ screaming to Tyler in the middle.
Yeah, this is where Impact thrives. It thrives in these situations here. They take ground, really good communication. Point one, so they have a lot of time to figure this out.
The slower this game goes, the better it is for Impact.
Absolutely, Todd. Distortion is playing tight, though. They dropped that early body with Matt Askren coming through and shooting. Nobody thinking that Tyler was right on the other side of that wall. And since then, everyone's playing very tight. No one giving Impact much.
Yeah, Distortion looked sharp yesterday. They had some mental errors, you know, here and there. But for the most part, you know, they looked pretty good. They switched some bodies in and out. You know, tried to correct their mistakes. You know, the big thing that Coach Iannucci was talking about was playing as a team. And, you know, you play as a team, communicate well, make some well-timed shots, and you get to play on Sunday, and here they are.
Rainey with great comms. He knows exactly where everybody is, and they're going to get the inside kill.
They shoot Roberts out of the brick on the Dorito side. And it looks like JC is going to get a kill wrapping and shooting that can out. Jackson Blue going to come off the field. And then
well, they held the line for a while, but when it fell fast. A quick succession of kills, and Edmonton Impact going to go up by 1. Now, Red Legion going to take the field here against Houston Heat. Scrappy performance by Houston Heat to make Sunday. And they needed that for their franchise as well, too. Lots of changes in the offseason. They took second to last at the last event in Dover. Much better look here. Worst they could do is top 10. They're playing Legion, though. Legion on paper got to be the favorite here, but and they had a lot of issues in the prelims. They dropped a game to the Jungle Cats on day 1, Friday, and that game wasn't even close. Jungle Cats, a rookie pro team, put up 9 points on them. They could only score 4. Almost got mercy ruled, and they almost got mercy ruled by San Diego Dynasty yesterday in one of the more entertaining games we've ever seen. With it was 18 or 19 points scored in that one. So what sort of pace is Heat going to play with here in this one? They're going to send Buffton up the middle. He played good in the prelims. And a penalty going to be assessed. This is not going to help things out for Houston Heat. And they drop Dizon on the D side.
3 bodies walking off the field early. Looks like 2 bodies walking off the field early for Legion. 3-on-2 in favor of Legion. Mishka and Buffton. The only bodies alive. Mishka's going to fill out to the Dorito side. Buffton, you know he's up in the middle if you've been watching the prelims.
This is a crucial battle right here, Todd, with Mishka. Sorry, with Malloy versus Buffton. Because if Buffton can get a kill, J-Rab's had enough, though. He knows exactly where Buffton is. He's going to trade out, and that's going to turn it into a 2-on-1 in favor of Legion. Nice move by Justin Rabikoff.
Yep, just had to put Mishka in long enough to get down the side. Mishka here, going to move up to Dorito 1. Malloy crawling to his side of the snake. And Malloy coming to the inside. It's Malloy. Oh, and looks like Malloy gets hit on top of his loader. It's going to be a 1-on-1.
Huge kill from his former teammate, the original Russian superstar, Mishka Kesnev. Shoots out Alexander Burtnikov and turns this into a 1-on-1. Mishka, if he goes deep, if he wins this tournament, Mishka might win the Carbon Golden Barrel. He played awesome for him in the prelims.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, just a lack of communication there between the 2 Legion players. We saw that yesterday a bit too. Guys trying to do it themselves. You know, when they're playing at their best, it's a team effort. They want to play fast and put themselves in those situations where they're, you know, have a, 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. You know, they're okay with the car crash if it ends up, 4-on-3, and they got no problem with that. But usually they close really well. But we've seen here throughout the prelims, a few times where they had those high body situations and didn't play it correctly. As Mishka going to put the first point up against his former team way back in the day.
Yeah, locked in the snapshot battle for quite a bit. If you're from Russia, if you're Sergei Sonaiskov and you came up in the Legion camp, you probably idolized Mishka Kesnev because he was the very first guy to make a name for himself coming out of that camp.
Yeah, Matty, I'm sure, I know I have. I'm sure you have had the pleasure of getting into a snap shooting battle with Mishka. And, buddy, is he one of the most difficult guys to play against? The best players in the world, they put a couple balls every single time, just on point. They're not all over the place.
Oh, but Sergei Sonaiskov is going to be the one to win this one-on-one victory here. With the team on his back in the first point, so huge for Red Legion and their franchise. They were able to get Sergei back into the starting lineup. Couldn't make it for multiple events in a row last year, and he's a crucial component of that line during their recent rise and historically. So the veteran Sergei Sonaiskov,
yeah, and that's
a car crash first point.
Yes, and that's huge because, if you get to a one-on-one, that first point, that's always big for momentum. We've seen that a lot over the years. There's that replay on J-Rab coming through, and then Mishka getting the shot on Malloy right across his loader, and then the one-on-one between Mishka and Sergei. But, man, both of those guys just insane gun battlers.
Kind of a tough order. You're in a one-on-two if you're Mishka.
Yeah.
So you got to shoot Malloy, got to win that battle, and then now I got a one-on-one against Sergei.
Yeah.
So,
Sergei is the same, just like Mishka. You're gunfighting that guy, like his first balls are always on point.
So Impact up by 1 on Distortion. These teams switch sides. Distortion on the blue side, and Askren's going to go right back up to the wall. And they're going to be dropping Haber early from the Snake side. So Impact in a 5-on-4 early again. Tyler, oh, this is going to be Nick Laval this time. Laval going to come through and trade out with Askren. 4-on-3 in favor of Impact.
Right. JC's going to go immediately to the 50 brick.
Stump getting a spin over here for Distortion. Trying to get it as tight as he possibly can into the Hydra Tower. Here's Impact's line. Rainey stands up looking towards that D side, mirrored up with Stump. Out behind JC.
Jackson Blue jumps into Dorito too. He's got Roberts behind him. They're both looking towards the snake side. Stump tucking in for dear life over here, shooting towards the Dorito side. Roberts going to go into Dorito 1. Rainey Stanzak going to fill in behind JC into the small brick. And then come up into the small wedge.
Callie in the Dorito.
Good concert bowl squads. JC's looking, trying to find these last bodies. Not feeling any pressure at all. Rainey Stanza going to join him right next to him. He might hit the deck and crawl past JC, get into Distortion's Clover.
Tyler Harmon was out at the Dorito can. Now he's over at the small brick on the Dorito side. You just hear so much more of Tyler Harmon's voice when he's not up in that wall. I feel like that's such a huge thing for Impact. It's the way he quarterbacks his team.
Yeah, big booming voice from Tyler Harmon right by Brandon Cornell.
Like, I love Tyler having your tall, fast guy up in the wall, but man, the way that he shoots on the break, the way that he communicates, the way that he closes games.
Rainey, what are you doing?
You love to see him in a spot where he can play paintball.
So Rainey has crawled past Cornell. Try to get an angle on those D-side players as they're in D3 and D1 for Distortion. And he doesn't like that angle, so he's going to crawl back into his Clover.
I think Blue may have crawled into the 50. He did. He's in the 50 Dorito now, wrapping around the outside.
Yeah, Roberts behind Blue. And here comes Blue. Blue's going to try to go up, and he's going to get the kill on Brandon Cornell. Does he stay alive? No, he trades his body. Tyler Harmon going to get across out into D2. Still one body advantage for Impact. Tyler Harmon on an island. On the D side, Rainey Stanzik and Justin Cornell going to try to make it happen here from the snake side.
Yeah, Justin Cornell needs to come to Distortion side of the field. We've seen this all throughout the prelims. That snake tower is just not going to give you enough until you put the pressure on them to come either to their Clover, to their mini wedge, or to their box. It's got to be wary of that Dorito 1, but Roberts has to respect Tyler Harmon down the wire. Iceman Stump locked in towards that Dorito side, shooting streams towards Tyler, and here comes Rainey Stanzak. He's going to be the one to take the move. JC's going to stay on the outside so he can watch that edge. Rainey is going to make his bump up into Distortion's Dorito 2, pop up and shoot Roberts across the field.
And that's going to force a concession from Distortion as it just Stump left alive. Nothing he could really do in that position. And 1-on-3 tucked into the tower, not even able to gunfight. 2-0 score here. Edmonton Impact in the wild card round. They were faced with this situation at the last event. Edmonton Impact matched up against Uprising, and they went all the way to the finals, taking down Uprising, Ironman, and PB Fit, where they lost to Damage to take their second place in a row.
LJ! Nick! Let's go! Nick's the 3! And that's where you see the importance of having those two bodies in the snake.
For a little bit of a longer wait, long point. Impact. Now, Red Legion and Houston Heat here on your screen. Saldana might be trying to take the snake on the break. He's going to go out wide to the baby Dorito, and they're going to send Buffton right back up to the wall, tall enough to play over the top of that brick, and then here comes J-Rab to answer. Ooh, but Buffton dying without taking J-Rab with him. That's a tough death for Buffton. Gives an advantage to Legion.
Yeah, but then Stanton pops out, and he wears one in the goggles. So 4-on-4 here. Corey Hall and Karslev over on the Dorito side. Malloy over here on the snake. He's going to come out and go across 2 bunkers on into the small brick. Make his move into the small wedge. Karslev into the 50 Dorito. Corey Hall behind him. All those points yesterday. Corey Hall earned his spot, some playing time today.
Yeah, Corey Hall played really well in that attempted comeback against San Diego Dynasty. And they're putting themselves in some really good positions right now. This is how Legion plays paintball. Willing to take risks, to take ground. Malloy wrapping around the 50 in the snake, spick and span brick. J-Rab by himself at the wall. And then Hall out behind Karslev, who's past the 50-yard line and into Houston Heat's D3.
Yeah, there you see Saldana on your screen trading paint with J-Rab. But Saldana going to get clipped. J-Rab making the call. You know, Cody Mikowski's going to be in that Hydra Tower, and he's going to take one from Karslev across the field. Here comes Karslev on the launch, and he is going to come dunk on the last body on the Dorito side. Looks like Mishka.
J-Rab jogs in, put up point number 2. Other than Stanton, no, that wasn't really a mistake. He just got shot. I think he shot off the break.
No, he got in there, popped the top.
Oh, popped the top, so that was a mistake. We'll see if they send Stanton out again or maybe give Hara a shot. But solid work. Implementing their game plan nicely here. Legion pushing the issue, playing aggressive.
Way to be, Pasha. Yeah, bro.
Let's get a look here at the replay. This big move for Karslev, runs that inside route. Oh, Dizon switched just as Pasha was making his move, and then gets that little 2-pack run through to close out the point.
He said, which one of y'all shot me?
Impact. Up by 2, 7:38 to go. Zach Yakmak going to get a spin here. They're going to double up with Rainey, and now Nick Laval's going to come right through. They don't go to the wall this time when they hold Askren up at the tower, but Laval still gets his guy, and it's going to be 4-on-4.
I like this, having Laval and Tyler Harmon in there so Tyler can shoot. Nick Laval can clear out the wall. Now Zach and LJ.
Oh, Zach. Oh, that's his stump, I believe, trying to transition out of that back center.
Quick 4-on-3 here now for Impact.
Yeah, Zach goes right up into the outside snake 2. Calls the kill back to his boys. Here comes Distortion pushing the issue, trying to take ground to get into the clover. Try to put pressure on this snake side for Impact.
Here comes Rainey Stanzak. He's going to come help. Zach over here, another body walking off for Distortion. That's going to be Roberts on the Dorito side. Zach's going to cut through the middle and go get Haber off the field through the inside, move on the spick and span. Oh, looks like we got a red flag in the air.
Major penalty assessed, potentially on Haber. Might have not been on Haber, though, because the refs are running towards the other side and pointing. Maybe just to pull the other body, but still not ideal at all here for Distortion. Don't know if they had the bodies to eat that penalty. So our favorites in the lead so far here in the wild card round. The winner of Distortion Impact will play Dynasty, and then the winner of Legion and Heat will go play Damage.
Jose, good job.
And with the way that Dynasty and Damage played in the prelims, those are just going to be 2 tough opponents right now. Under 10 on the clock right now. Legion and Houston Heat. Houston Heat going to dig all the way to D1 off the break, and here comes Sam Monville. Gets up to the tower. Nobody's come off for Legion, and it looks like a 5-on-5 break as Heat keeps all their bodies alive as well, too.
Yeah, but Heat making that quick move. They're looking to go shoot J-Rab in the back. And hitting that tower, there's going to be nowhere to hide. Good call there by Houston Heat. Ronnie Dizon in that 50 Dorito. And Karslev comes walking off the Dorito side as well. Houston Heat stacking up. on the snake side. Saldana and Mikowski out here wide. But bodies are dropping all over the place for the Legion. Sergey comes walking off as well. Only 2 bodies left alive now. Here comes Saldana on the run. He's going to get torched. Does he take Hara? He does. 1 body left alive for Legion. It's just Malloy.
He scurries up into outside snake 1. Pumping paint towards that D side as Houston Heat is swarming down the field, trying to find Malloy. Iska gonna go right at him, but he's gonna get shot cross field, so Houston Heat finally answers, and we got ourselves a 1-point match.
Good answer right there by Houston Heat. Going hard down the Dorito side.
Yeah, they needed that one. Dreaded 3-point spread. Starts to seep into the confidence when you're looking up and you're down by 3. Time ticking off the clock. Ryan Moorhead injured here. Did play a point in the prelims, so it's 23 years in a row that he has not missed an event. Also not great for Ryan Moorhead's groin tear that he has to walk around the mud all day today.
Yeah.
But he's a trooper. Impact, there's the dreaded 3-point spread. 6:29 on the clock. Distortion needs to answer right now.
Yeah, you get that early 3-point lead, you really dictate the pace of the game.
Hey, no Askren! No Askren!
You can play smart.
Thank you. Hey, Bravo!
You can make the other team play into your game plan, stretch time.
So Impact yelling out to their starting 5, no Matt Askren. That means no wall presence. Well, at least it's not going to be Askren up there. So they're going to go right to the wall. That's smart. So on the audible, they hear no Askren, and they go right to the wall. Dave Haber going to wrap around. Oh, and they're going to...
They had just shot 2 Impact players.
Yeah.
And they had 3. That was a 3-on-3. It's because of the penalty, they started with 4. So they didn't send out Askren. But Haber came in. He shot Tyler in the middle. And...
yeah, a little too quick on the buzzer, it looked like.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's 6:29, so not a lot of time to chase the 4 points potentially, but maybe let that play out for another 20 seconds or so.
And probably just didn't see the other body walk off, but Tyler was out. LJ was out.
And Haber was about to, and he was alive, and he was about to make his move up. He could have been in the 50 snake pretty quick.
They would have owned the snake, and they had a body, 2 bodies on the Dorito side with nobody up there.
More time left in this one as the points are going quicker. 8:30 as a double dose of bodies up the middle right now for Legion as they send Smotroff and Kirill Peridny. It's just Monville up there, and Monville's going to come around and he's going to get Kirill. Smotroff's still alive as another body comes off for Houston Heat, so down to 3. Past the 50-yard line here, Todd. Legion looking good because I don't think Heat knows he's there.
Yeah, Mishka comes walking off. The Dorito side is just Ronnie in the small brick, and Malloy almost gets a shot in on Ronnie, but Heat loses their snake player.
Yeah, he got blasted cross field from their D3. They had no idea that Legion has pushed quickly past the 50-yard line on the D side. That's probably going to be the difference maker here on the close. And then here comes the run through from Sergey. Take out that last body. Legion will be stacking up that 3rd point shortly. No concession from Heat yet.
It's great if Alexander Bierdnikov is your 1 on the snake side. But if you can get another body and he can be the 2, the closer, that worked out really well for them in Tampa.
Yeah, so here's this crossfield kill because Saldana didn't head check towards that gap, and it cost him his body. So focused on Smotroff. And here comes Sergey, leapfrogging past Karslev to shoot Dizon. Sergey playing against his former squad, so a longtime member of Houston Heat.
Impact 4-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a pretty dominant lead given the situation and the time. Right up into the middle, Tyler Harmon, and now they send, he checks off on the crack real quick, see if he can get a free kill on Askren's leg, and they're both gonna look towards the snake side. Askren probably gonna run through because that seems to be his tendency, but they're gonna lose JC or Impact.
And Impact really moving the squads around here to start as they shoot a body out of the snake, but then Askren comes through and takes out Tyler Harmon.
He went at the perfect time, and they're going to retake that wall position. Shot by Dalton to drop on Askren. Oh, minor penalty assessed on Haber. And the referee is going to pull out blue, I believe.
Yep.
That Distortion starting to get very frustrated with how this one's going because, yeah, making a Sunday looking good enough in the prelims, but it's a very controlled aggression from Impact. Great communication. They're taking ground, they're talking it up, repositioning nicely when needed, and playing some just penalty-free paintball right now.
Let's go! Yeah. Great play calling, great adjustments by Coach Dave Baines in the last 12 hours.
Askren, perfect timing, but Dalton had his gun that way to make sure that body came off. And then here's the penalty. As Haber comes up, let's see where he gets hit. Shooting inside first, pops the top. Gets shot right there and keep shooting. Didn't shoot anybody, so it's not a major. Yeah, that's a minor. Too many mistakes for Distortion to contend with Impact. This one's closer. See if he can step up right now, though. Yeah, they're going to lose Buffton. Smotroff right back up to the wall for Legion.
Sergey's going to dive out of the Dorito side for Legion. Nishka, Cody, Monville, and Dizon. As Karslev crawls into the Dorito 3. Malloy is going to crawl onto Heat's side of the field and pop up in their clover. Nobody's picked him up. He's going to come across, shoot Monville. Might have an easy one on the back of Cody Mikowski here.
Yeah, Cody Mikowski not able to tuck in. Didn't know that Malloy was already in his snake, and Malloy's going to stack up another kill. Here comes Smotroff flooding through the middle, try to find the last body. Didn't even get shot, so he's going to hit that buzzer. Didn't even feel like he took any pressure, doesn't need to check himself.
So
Smotroff is, we were wondering what Smotroff's looking at. There's a paraglider up in the sky.
In the fog. On the pro field.
Yeah, I was like, are the aliens landing? What is Smotroff looking at? I thought maybe he was trying to do the Jedi mind trick on the ref. Like, hey, I'm hit on my back, but like, hey, check out something in the sky while he gets a little rub on it. No, he's just looking at some paraglider that has ascended from the clouds.
That is the biggest yellow penalty flag I've ever seen. Hey, man, can you strap a big old fan to this wheelchair and then hang a parachute on top? Let me see if I can get this thing airborne. Who thought of that? What's happening here?
I don't know. Seems safe, though.
Super safe.
Well, 1 point away from a Mercy Row win here for Evanston Impact. A dominant performance here in the wild card round. Kind of like last event. 2 bodies flooding off the field. Another third one here as it's not looking good at all for Distortion. They give Perez a spin. Last player left alive on the snake side for Distortion with 5 minutes left to go, but I don't think we're going to get there. It's a lot to a little on the body count. Chad George giving Cornell a rest. He's in the snake. They do lose Laval, I believe, for Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, Perez is over here by himself in the snake. He's going to jump into snake 2. Chad George crawling up close to him. Chad George in the clover, looking for that body. Makes the call, and Chad George might as well just come get him.
Might as well.
We got the bodies.
Ooh, Chad George is going to get shot. Getting a little interesting here, but he's still got a lot of work to do. Perez is giving it a shot, though. Yeah, the D side's now completely blown open. Hard-fought snake battle for Perez, number 10 for Distortion. However, it's about to get shot in the back by Tyler Harmon, who continues his perfect play. Tyler's been a beast. Impact goes deep and wins this tournament. Maybe Tyler Harmon hoisting up this Carbon Golden Barrel MVP award. Especially because now he's going to the wall, going to war there, right?
Yeah.
Playing really smart, getting great reads. But when they pull him off the wall, he's doing great there. Of course he's doing great there. But he's just showing a lot of versatility here, adding even more to potential MVP performance here from Tyler. Impact will be playing Dynasty next.
Great execution here early in the morning by Edmonton Impact. After the way they looked yesterday, it was a little shaky. They made some changes and just looked like they came out way more solid. Looked solid. Played more together. Good communication. Karslev gets shot on the break going out to the Dorito side. 4 bodies, but they do shoot Ronnie Dizon. Huge kill to get him off the field. Stanton tries to cut inside.
And
I don't like that move, cutting from the corner up into the inside snake, because the outside snake is the harder spot to get to. Here comes
Buffton comes through, and it's going to be a red flag on Kirill, so the door opens slightly for Houston Heat. That's going to pull out Justin Rabikoff. Corey Hall forced to walk off the field as well, so Cody Mikowski counting those dead bodies. And it's going to be a 2-point game with 5:41. And let's check in with our sideline reporter, Bree Waltz.
Thank you, Maddie. Here with Rainey Stanzak. Run me through what the changes were that allowed you guys for this Mercy win this morning.
Yeah, we just focus on communication, right? Like yesterday we had holes in our game plan, and we just kind of really wanted to settle down and establish zones and just really work on team ball and focus on what we're doing and less what they're doing, and making sure we understand each other's roles. And that's what it is. It's a slow game initially, but you get the kill, you get the second kill, and you have these layers, and it's hard to get through when you have multiple layers.
What was the advantage on the field this morning?
It's a little slippier, a little wetter, so it's a little harder to run. So if you're going to play team ball, that kind of helps you out a little bit.
Perfect. Congratulations on that win. Back to you guys.
Yeah, they look dialed. Interesting game with Dynasty, though. Let's get a look here at this major. Austin Buffton on the left-hand side for Houston Heat. He comes through just as Kirill switches. Maybe shoots him right there. Yeah, something comes off his arm. That might be the bunker, though. Yeah, barrel. Right there off his barrel. Could we go cut it back a little bit? We cut it all the way back. I don't think it's on it. Well, no, his barrel is leaning right up against that stamp
in his
paint
pack.
right there.
Gets him in his pack with the first one.
Think that's packet right there?
I don't
Yeah, it
think
might have
that's
on
a
the top
hit
of
at
the
all
pack.
yet.
Definitely see something come off, and it does look like the spray is far enough away that it's not. That one's not off the bunker. And then he catches 5 or 6 too. So, well, Jason's going to review it.
In real time, watching it, it looked like he came around and got him before Kirill could get his gun back up.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah,
in
I don't think it
real
was
time as
that
well too.
that first little spray off the bunker. Kirill just had his gun down.
Well, it does look like the penalty is going to stand, so we do have a 2-point spread with 5:41, and momentum mentally going towards Houston Heat. A little slower pace of play here on Sunday, as in that Dynasty game yesterday, with Dynasty putting up 11, Legion putting up 7.
Yeah,
that's crazy. One of the fastest paced games I've ever seen. Legion just didn't want to play down bodies.
No.
As soon as they go down bodies, they'd concede. Not, 5-4, but
Well, they got within 1 or got within 2.
They got
2,
within 2.
yeah.
And they were down 5 at one point in time.
Yeah.
So that's
fun for us.
So, but with Impact going to play Dynasty, Dynasty seems to want to ramp up the pace of play too. I'm wondering if they're going to try to do that against Impact, and then is Impact going to try to make them play a more controlled game? We will see. That it just makes it interesting as far as tendencies for strategy. Because Dynasty did go undefeated through the prelims, beating everybody in their bracket. Beat Legion, Ironman, Jungle Cats, and Aftershock. And the winner of this team has to play Damage. Damage also undefeated in the prelims. It'll be Karslev and Hall. Brill back up the middle. And Stanton going to get another spin. Just haven't seen much of Thomas Hara. I feel more confident with Stanton. Big play up and over the snake here as Karslev's going to come off with the break and battle going down in the middle. Brill does go trade with Buffton, but the big play call here from Houston Heat is going to keep Saldana alive at the 50-yard line with bodies coming off for both teams. Stanton is alive here on your screen in the snake for Legion. Referee's going to check out Stanton, going to call a minor penalty. J-Rab, he coasts out and into the snake.
And Legion got a body pulled out of the snake. Saldana's still alive after Kirill was pointing at him in the snake. J-Rag looks like he's going to come up and try and take care of Saldana. See if Saldana's ready for it. He's not. And
then he catches Cody too.
Yeah. And now J-Rab's going to crawl to the clover. Just one body left alive for Heat.
Justin Rabikoff saving this point for Houston Heat. Cody Mikowski's head was on a swivel. He had no idea that J-Rab had dipped into the snake, and then Saldana as well. And Justin Rabikoff with the 3-pack of kills. That's going on the list. Pate Smith Law gives out money for the best individual performance. And with a 2-point spread and 4.5 minutes left, if J-Rab doesn't step up and get that 3-pack, that could have completely changed the story of this match.
Did Kirill get a penalty?
I think he did. I think it was Kirill and then pulled out Malloy.
Yeah.
Let's get a look here. Chaotic start to this one. Saldana goes in the inside and out route. It's a really risky play. Kirill kind of draws his gun that way, but ends up shooting Buffton. And then Saldana blasts his back. And then Saldana goes right up. And here's J-Rab saving the point. He'd already shot Saldana. No, shoot Saldana right there inside. And then Mikowski, who was searching for it, it's just so tough for Mikowski. The visibility is terrible down there when you're looking straight ahead on the snake's side. Justin Rabikoff, 3-pack of kills, the hero of that point.
You knew the kill 4? Yes, okay. I saw you call kill 4 and I called Dorito 3.
One of the benefits of having Corey Hall out there is that he has such a big voice and he has great vision. So he sees the whole field. And you never have to tell him to talk. He's always a great talker. Some guys, you know, they get inside their heads and they stop talking, or just aren't very loud, or they lose their voice after 2 points. Al Fernandez, where you at? You know, like Al catching strays over in the Defy booth right now.
Yeah, he's over there trying to sell paint.
Yeah.
Tries just shaming his vocal cords.
I mean, he tries. He's just like, he sounds like Doc Rivers trying to coach. Hey, Snake won.
Yeah.
Snake won.
After one game, it sounds like he swallowed some barbed wire.
Yeah. He'll drink 3 teas, 4 bottles of honey. Snake won.
Snake won. 4:33 here. So that is enough time as how fast this field can play for Houston Heat. But they need to get some kills on the break. 5-on-5 at least to start, and doubling up the center run for Houston Heat and for Legion. And Motrov is going to get shot out by Monville, by Buffton. But Dizon coming off on the D side. Battle in the middle. They're going to trade. Malloy seizes the moment in the chaos, and he's going to get to the spick and span break here in the 50. Heat not knowing he's there, and he's going to shoot Mishka cross field. And that's going to force Houston Heat to concede. So now it's starting to get very difficult as far as potential possibilities here. With just 4 minutes left, I have to run 1 minute per point.
Yeah, huge kill on Cody Mikowski over there. Because when he walked off, that allowed Malloy just to own the snake and come down this way. But Buffton Buffton came and got 2 bodies. But, you know, that kill on Ronnie Dizon off the break was huge. And getting Cody Mikowski out of that tower, he's a hard guy to dig out of there. But create an opening, then you send the next guy through. That's how Legion likes to play.
Oh, hey, Eddie has it. That's it, right? With the red speed? No, that's not it. My gun was literally right here, bro.
Слушай, они двойной центр играют? Да, да. Они играют, когда выходит тяжелый и длинный.
Oh, hey, Tim has it. He's over here. Tim, gun.
No, just keep it out of the rain. Keep it out of the rain.
No, just, we're looking for it. You're just holding on to it.
Yeah.
Is it filled and good to go? Yeah. Oh, put it on the table.
Getting a look here in the pits. Legion really been spreading the playtime around at this event. It's not historically how they roll, but starting to get a lot more confidence. Some of the players coming off the bench. Who's not sitting? Kirill. Kirill's played pretty much every single point. Sergey as well too. Looks like they're going to give Vasquez a shot for Karslev on the D side. Use his wheels. Timeout called.
Yep, timeout called. Looks like our advanced analytics and mathematics department just ran a report saying that Heat's going to have to average a point per minute.
Indeed, Todd.
Yeah, the whole spreadsheet on it.
Did you email me that?
I could send it to you right now. You have the Wi-Fi password?
No, I forgot that. Sorry, bud.
We need to get like Starlink and Starbucks up here in the booth. I was thinking about that. You know, maybe we could make some changes for the next event. We could get like a small coffee bar up here with a barista. You know what I mean?
If you could hop on that, that would be great.
Yeah.
I would love for you to make that reality.
I'm the new guy, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make some changes around here.
The new guy coming in, just throwing a monkey wrench in the works, huh? I mean, I will take some more Starbucks, kindly. That would be beautiful.
I could talk and serve at the same time. You want a triple doppio matcha iced upside down cold brew caramel latte and call the Heat game? I can do it.
Well, the possibility is there for Houston Heat to score another point. It's just going to be tough. And especially it's going to be very tough if they lose two bodies on the break, which is what just happened. Now they're sending it. Dizon also going to take the walk. Knows that. Yeah, this is just Legion flooding down the field. This is starting to become a non-issue here. Oh, they shoot Smotroff and they shoot body on the D side. Here comes Kirill. Punching through the middle, though, and they're going to tap out the last body.
Kirill looks like he's playing angry right now. Ryan Moorhead just gave Kirill the Dikembe Mutombo.
I want any of these rookies to steal his thunder. I'm a superstar on this team. No, I'm just kidding. Kirill's very stoic. But he's playing well.
Does Kirill get angry, or does he just get more serious?
We've seen him angry before. Yeah. A little hyped up. So let's get a look at this finish here as Malloy's going to cut through the snake side, and then here comes number 75, Kirill Peridny, just punishing that last body. Definitely playing a little angry. Todd, let's get another look at these bonus balls with Saldana in the back corner bunker, helpless. Just getting swarmed on by Malloy. He's tapped out and then just getting punished. Heat Pitts did not like that, so Kirill's going to have a target on his back.
Mostly in the loader. There's Ryan Moorhead. He said, no, no, no. He said, Kirill, not today. Kirill, I think, was probably upset about, what had happened a couple points earlier. But
hey,
none of it seemed real crazy.
Let's fucking go. Fuck these dudes.
Well, definitely seems like the Legion's playing angry right now.
Yeah, they are definitely playing angry.
They are charging.
I would be angry if I took losses with the way they took the 2-2, those two losses. I'd be angry too. Well, precipice of a mercy rule loss for Heat here, but much better performance overall, regardless of how they did this morning. They made it to Sunday for the first time here in 2026.
Are they going to go double wall again? Kirill is on his way.
Oh, Vasquez gets smoked again. And Grill's going to get shot off the break, so maybe we'll see a point here for Houston Heat. They do lose Buffton, 4-on-3 in favor of Houston Heat.
It looks like another body's coming off. Maybe just one more body left alive for Houston Heat as the onslaught continues. One more point. This is game point for Legion. Looks like Jess Saldana in the center, Aztec. And that's going to do it as Smotrov and Malloy casually stroll into that, hit that last buzzer with 3 minutes on the clock almost. Going ahead, put away. So we see 2 Mercy Rule victories here this morning in our wild card rounds.
Yeah, Todd, slightly anticlimactic here with 2 beatings. But what a great job by Impact and Legion. So Impact will move on to play Dynasty. And Damage in a matchup with Legion. Those are going to be some fun. That's going to be a fun set right there. Tough to call, to be honest, as Impact and Legion just warmed up looking amazing. But stick around. Going into the quarterfinals, going to be Uprising taking on X Factor and the Tauntauns taking on PB Fit. We're here in Cincinnati at the 2026 NXL Midwest Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez here on Major League Paintball Plus. See you in just a couple minutes.
Inside you somewhere lies a Hydra. An immortal, multi-headed monster born for the battle. But the Hydra mentality buried inside you must be cultivated through chaos. Rather than just surviving or remaining unchanged, the Hydra mentality allows an entity to improve, to thrive, to multiply its strength when exposed to stress and uncertainty, to strengthen with every challenge the world throws your way. Every time the Hydra gets its head cut off, experiences a loss or a failure, it becomes stronger by growing 2 heads in its place. The Hydra must seek war and discomfort in order to become the best version of itself. Be like a Hydra. Seek out difficult challenges, power through every hardship, and understand this stress test is a blessing which makes you stronger. This is the Hydra way.
Everyone needs to wake the fuck up because we are better than everyone else.
Moje прізвище Прядко.
For just $19.95, your team will get instant access to the team catalog, as well as discounts, specials, promotions, product releases, and your own custom team gear. As soon as your team approves your design for your jersey, you're gonna get access to custom training jerseys. We're gonna do away jerseys for you guys. We have custom pod bags, barrel cases, team banners, goggle bags, cleat covers, and now we have custom goggles.
Hey, what's up, people? My name's Arturo Andrade. I play for San Diego Dynasty, and I want to talk to you about my arm pads. The Pro DNA arm pads are the best in the market. No kidding. Like this thing, you can fall into this kind of gravel, you won't feel a thing. And they last forever. I actually love them. I now got the new one, which has the undershirt above it, and it's just perfect because it doesn't slide out. So I really love Pro DNA. My arm pads keep me safe. I can slide as hard as I can or want, and I will be safe forever. Thank you, Pro DNA.
Our team program is designed to be super simple and make your life way easier. There's no minimums, there's no required packages, and you'll get season-long access to our catalog at a discount team price. Plus, you can design more custom products. The first step of the process is to design your custom jersey. Now, that might sound weird if you already have jerseys or you're going through a different provider. However, this is a crucial step in building out your whole team catalog. So we're gonna use your guys' logo, team colors, and your sponsors to build other cool custom products.
Hey, Travis Szymanski here. I just want to introduce our brand new Mod Cell line of accessories for our modular bags. This one here is the 2-liter. We have them available in 3 sizes. This is the mid-size one. So what's great about it is it's made out of a 840 denier nylon material. It's TPU coated, so it's like perfect for keeping clean. It gets wet or dirty or whatever. These seams there's no stitching here, so this is all seamless, welded design. So it's, besides the small gap in a zipper, it's waterproof. YKK zippers. You can easily access the inside right here. This is a little spot for a key leash or pens or something you might need quick access to. On the outside, you can put a boarding pass or passport or something like that. I have one sort of packed out here, shows that perfectly fits like an iPad mini, great for travel like that. It does have easy to grab handles on both sides. So if you do have it in your carry-on bag or your backpack or something, you can grab it pretty fast and easy. There's a shoulder strap, which is included. You don't have to use it, but if you wanted to just carry this, it's the perfect little mobile organizer. So you can see in here, you have a spot for anything you might want to take with you, charging cables or Advil or whatever, charging blocks. So it's kind of how I keep mine packed out. This will be perfect for fitting in the back of a seat back in an airplane. Just kind of sits there, opens, faces you, so you can get at your stuff really easy and just close it up, throw it in the bag. Available on infamouspaintball.com, available on fndn.com. So again, this is the Mod Cell in the 2-liter.
The DRV features a revolutionary automatic anti-jam, no button to push. The DRV also features an aluminum feed neck for an absolutely positive gun mount. DRVs feature a magnetic tool-free disassembly. You can field strip the loader in seconds. Each DRV includes a speed feed, rain lid, and charging cable for the lithium-ion battery. They also ship in a zippered case. DRV is currently available in 8 different colorways. Learn more about the DRV at crbnpaintball.com.
What's going on, everyone? Walker here with Carbon Paintball. Are you still spending a couple $100s to design your team jerseys? That's crazy. Go over to teams.crbnpaintball.com to create your jersey right now for just $19.95. Right when you sign up on the team program, all we're gonna ask for is your logo, primary patterns, colors, secondary accents, all that stuff, and we're gonna take that information, and within 48 hours, we're gonna kick you back a 3D mock-up of your team jersey. Now, there's no minimums. You guys can order one jersey. There's no packages required. You guys can build one if you want, but just go to teams.crbnpaintball.com and start now and save yourself some money for better gear.
Hey, this is Wesley Ward playing for Jungle Cats. Using Carbon gear has been a pillar of our success, leading us into the Pro Division and now in the Pro Division. Their gear is amazing. It's lightweight, it's weather resistant, it breathes really well, and we love using Carbon gear. The DRV hopper from Carbon has been super awesome. Man, that thing has been performing for us flawlessly. It has been great. We love it. Motor and products on their website, the team program, has been just exceptional. It's very smooth, very easy process. You give them all your details of what you want, when you want it, how you want it, and they deliver. Working with Carbon has been amazing. Those guys are family and friends to us at this point. We've been with them for 3 years. They take care of us at every point, every turn, win or loss, weather, doesn't matter. Those guys are great. Without Carbon, I mean, it would be a lot more stressful on us. Those guys have been awesome. We love them. 1, 2, 3, family!
Red Legion, see if they send it again.
Yeah, they're going to put Hara in again. Man, Hara. Welcome back into quarterfinals right now. It's going to be Uprising taking on X Factor and the Tauntauns and PB Fit. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Tom Martinez, and thank you guys so much for joining us. Best teams in the world throwing down right now. The top 10. We've already seen Distortion eliminated, Houston Heat eliminated into the top 8. So it's going to be Schrader, Woodward. And who they're going to go with. Got it. So Woodward's been all over the place, but Woodward's in the kill count leaders. He's looked outstanding. Borromeo's been on fire for him. For Uprising. Now for San Antonio X Factor, looks like they're going to go with Tom Guest up the middle, Silos Cortez and Billy Bernacci at the same time. And then Miranios and TJ Danner on the D side. Todd, your thoughts on this matchup?
I mean, X Factor looked really solid in a gotta-have-it game yesterday. But I also like the way that Uprising has been playing as well. Like you said, Woodward in that kill count leader conversation because, you know, he has had so many just fly-light reel moves all over the field throughout the prelims, making moves down the snake side, through the middle, you know, just out there getting it wherever it's got to get done. So we'll see who steps up big here. All the chips are on the table, and both teams really desperately wanting to make it to the finals.
Yeah, X Factor beat Impact yesterday afternoon in the prelims, and it wasn't even close. They smashed Edmonton. So definitely be a favorite to potentially win this tournament. We will see, though. It's been a long time since X Factor has hoisted a first-place 5-on-5 trophy. Tom Guest at the wall. Billy Bernacci in a really good spot. Silas Cortez behind Billy.
Yeah.
Both teams with the body up the wall here.
Expectations are high for both of these teams. Uprising trying to prove themselves. There's the trade out at the wall. And X Factor trying to get back to the finals again so they can finally get one of those wins that they've been long anticipating.
Yeah, they haven't won a tournament in 6 years, but they have been to the finals 9 times, I believe.
Yeah, and I do love the adjustment here that Coach Brian Brand has made with X Factor, getting both Silos and Billy on the field, because the teams that are playing both the inside snake and the outside snake really have been having a lot of success. So, you know, with Billy over here, he can talk to Silos instead of one guy trying to figure out, should I go inside, should I go outside? You know, we saw Impact make that switch in their last match. Just having Rainey really play the outside. TJ Danner and Meter Ninos are both going to walk off the field as Uprising gets into their side of the field. It's Alex Borromeo clocking in and going down the Dorito side. Got at least two, if not more, off the snake side. Did he shoot both of the snake side bodies?
I think he did. Maybe we get a replay on that. But Borromeo, yet again, he had some. We were talking about Woodward, but Borromeo, highlight reel performance in the prelims. Uprising 1-0 the score there. Now going to see Tauntauns and PB Fit. Tauntauns only running with 5 bodies. They have 6 on the roster, but it's just going to be these 5 guys for every single point. Fit is deeper. It's good they got Trenton Mason Salinas back in the fold, though, after wife had a baby. So they have a little bit more of that solid starting 5 that saw him win 3 events in a row. Looks like Geringer going to get the start on the D side. Johnson coming off the bench. He looked really good for him in some of their comebacks. Here comes Cyrus Geringer. He's going to go all the way up to the wall as Chavez gets shot, but Geringer is alive, at least for a moment. Tauntauns deal with that threat. But off of the chaos, Scott Stewart's going to get into the 50-yard line here in the snake. And he's going to get there alive. Referee trailed him for a second, thought he might be coming off, but Stewart shooting towards the D side with Hugo Verhege right in front of him. But Colt Lukau is going to be taking the walk here from PB Fit up the middle.
Trent Mason watching over Stewart as Stewart is furiously fighting the Dorito side from the spick and span brick. Tauntauns with their body in the Dorito corner. Looks like they only have 3 bodies left alive. They have the Snake 2, they have the Hydra Tower, and I believe the Dorito corner. Here comes the move by Hugo. Hugo's going to come get Stewart and Liv. So, yeah, just Trenton Mason Salinas left alive. Vic going to go ahead and concede that point.
The Tauntauns early lead here. And X Factor coming back out. Down by 1 to Uprising. Get a look here on the replay. The move up the middle here from Geringer after Benny Carroll came off. But Hugo paused, kept his head on a swivel. Solid work from Hugo. And there was Scott Stewart getting run down by Hugo. So Hugo Verhege stepping up with a 2-pack. Get this last one. He might have shot Colt inside too. Colt died from the D side, so Hugo. Big difference maker for the Tauntauns. Uprising. Gonna run Woodward all the way up the middle. He's gonna look D side. No one gonna contend with them quite yet from X Factors. They stay away from the wall, but they do get 2 kills early here on Uprising. So it's a 4-on-3 advantage for X Factor. No, they actually 2 of them just die. So Meter Ninos comes off with Banner as well too. It's 3-on-3.
3-on-3. Nate Schrader over the top, coming down the snake side. Billy Bernaccia on the attack as well. Billy Bernaccia getting caught on the way up. Matt Jackson gets shot. And once again, Woodward through the middle, just dicing people up. Notice that there was nobody on the Dorito side. I wonder how many of those Dorito guys he shot himself as well. Borromeo and Woodward stepping up big. But great teamwork over there. Borromeo, Woodward, Holland, Schrader, and Graham Arnold. First 2 points here.
Andy Carroll locked in, ready to go to war up the middle here for the Tauntauns. Point number 2. PB Fit. PB Fit on the red side. Tauntaun's Arsenal on the blue side. Benny Carroll going to go up. They're going to shoot out Cyrus as he tries to get into the can for Fit. Stewart inside this time. Benny Carroll's going to come through and trade out with Stewart. Nice job by Benny Carroll. I think he got both those bodies.
Hugo tries to pop the top on Colt, and Colt puts one right in his eyeball. Colt now locking off this side. It's just Anfosi over here. Spitzma goes into the small brick on the Dorito side. Just two bodies. Two bodies alive for the Tauntauns.
Yeah, Spitzma and Anfosi. Spitzma, they're both looking D-side right now. Spitzma's going to try to get across, but Colt's gun was that way, so 2-pack of kills at least here for Colt Lukau.
Just Anfosi left. Nowhere to hide for him. Colt Lukau going to walk this one in.
Yeah, we had a little scare with Colt in his knee in the prelims, but he's looked really good since then. He kind of hyperextended it in this mud, but
I'm gonna hit it, but I'm letting Johnny talk to Cyrus.
he said he's going to hit it, but he wants Johnny, his brother, coach, one of the coaches there, to talk to Cyrus. And it looks like they're going to concede it. So, tie ball game there. Up by 2 here, Uprising on X Factor as we're in the pits with Fit.
They're running to the Delta right away. Yeah. 30 seconds. That time he shot back at me if I would have red.
So there was no flinching for Delta or Turret that one.
2 pods for me.
Is Chavi still going Delta?
That one he went B.
He went to the beast. Okay.
10 seconds.
That's the goal?
Yeah.
Oh, see if X Factor can survive the break.
Not on that one. Cody Bayless getting shot in the face and the shoulder. 2 steps out of the start gate. But they do get all the way up to the center wall with Tom Guess, and Silos makes the snake.
Woodward now showing his versatility in the snake. Middle, snake, D-side, doesn't matter for Austin Woodward. He's going to crawl up to the 50-yard line. Got to deal with Tom Guest, though. He's going to pop up and trade out with Tom Guest as TJ Danner dies out of the backfield. So just 2 bodies out there for San Antonio X Factor right now. And here comes Borromeo blasting up the D side, and Ryan Brand, coach of X Factor, going to concede the point.
Alex Borromeo just stomping down that Dorito side right now. You see Alec Holland following up behind him, just 2 puffs of smoke as they move down that Dorito side for Uprising early here, looking really sharp.
Alex is now. He's not tired. No.
See what Coach Tyler Michaud has to say.
Nate Graham, Austin Holly Joel. Nate Graham, Austin Holly Joel.
Paulie is Alec Holland. I never call him Paulie because he hates that nickname.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
It's like when I started calling Harrison Fry Harry.
Yeah.
And he, guys will come and be like, hey, Maddie, can say this or that. It's like, can you not call me Harry? It's like, I hate it. Okay.
Really?
But everyone on the team calls him Harry.
They all call him Harry.
It's the same thing with Alec Holland. Like, you want Holly or Alec? He's like, Alec, please. I'm like, okay, got you, bud. Back into this one here, tie game. PB Fit doubling up the tower. Colt Lukau going to be getting shot trying to get into the forward tower. Tauntauns with Benny Carroll back at the wall. Bit into the snake with Stewart. Trenton right behind him. They release on the D side with Chavez. And then Trenton's going to get Cyclops. So gunfight victories right now for the Tauntauns could be the difference. But they let Chavez into the 50-yard line. He's going to be able to get a shot in on Benny Carroll here shortly. A little blocked out from that spot, but a little time. Could be the difference maker here. Axel Godin going to go and battle with Chavez down the sideline.
Yeah, Benny Carroll walking off backwards. It's Chavez, Cyrus, and Stewart over here in the snake. Looking at Hugo Hugo on the outside of that clover. Now he's going to look on the inside. And Chavez going to get shot from across the field. Stewart looking like he wants to make a move. He's going to get one, but he's going to get taken out by Anfosi.
Yeah, overwatched by Anfosi after he shot Hugo.
Is it a one-on-one?
No, it's a
2-on-1.
3-on-1 right now. Because they're at Chavez dies, so it's D2, the door, and the tower with Anfosi.
Gotcha.
So Din, Spitzma, and Anfosi still alive to try to deal with Cyrus, but they're off on the count, which is totally understandable.
Here comes Axel on into D3. Spitzma going to make the move through the middle.
Well, they tried to save Cyrus to concede at the last second, but still don't get stitched up by Anfosi regardless. A little lead here for the Tauntauns Arsenal boys. And a big lead for Uprising, but these points are going fast, and we see multiple comebacks in the prelims. Down a ton.
No Tom.
Uprising had a situation yesterday just like this, remember?
Yep.
When Coach Tyler told them when they were up 3, I think there was like 9.5 left. Right around there, he's like, we got 9 minutes left. It is 0-0. Need you guys focused here. You guys aren't going to roll over for us.
Well, the off-the-break shooting for Uprising ends at this point. Their hot streak, as all X Factor players are able to make it out alive this one. Matt Jackson goes to the tower and then up into the snake with Billy Wide on the snake side. No Uprising bodies come off early either, so 5-on-5 break here.
Yeah, X Factor went, doubled up both of the back bunkers, and went Aztec up the middle just to be safe. You know, tired of running these guns for Uprising.
Woodward went up to the wall on the break and he got taken out. 5-on-4 X Factor. Meter going to use that opportunity to jump out to the Dorito 1.
Schrader popping the top here, right hand portion of your screen. Now feels pressure, so tucks back in. He's got Matt Jackson in front of him with Billy Bernacci outside wide with Jackson. Jackson checks off that center lane. No Woodward there. He's walked off early, so he's going to get to the spick and span brick. No problem. It's 2-on-2 here on the snake side.
Oh, and Nate Schrader's going to get caught in the open as Meter makes a move into the Dorito 3. Nate committed to that move before Meter had shown up through that window. Meter was like, oh, happy birthday to me. 3 kill. Leaving just Graham Arnold over here on the snake side. And what a shot on Matt Jackson.
That was nasty.
X Factor still with the 1 body advantage. Meter leaning way back out of the Dorito. Graham Arnold can't really see him because of the angle of the tower in the middle, but here he comes. He's going to put him in and then make a move to the 50 Dorito. Graham Arnold's not feeling it yet. If he leans out, he might look into a ball. Nope.
Yeah.
Now he sees it, stays alive, makes the call to his teammates.
Yeah, kind of inches in a little bit to tuck that pack in from Meter Ninos' stream. Meter staying dedicated to that spot. Knows he has 2 players in the snake. Give them a little bit of time to work. Does force Graham's gun outside wide, so they can't go that way. Billy's going to feels that, so he goes inside. Smart move by Bernaccia. And Graham is peeking around to, he's probably thinking that Billy is up there somewhere. He's trying to find him.
And they're telling him right now. No, he's saying yes. The Dorito side is screaming, our snake too. And Graham said, I don't think so. And he is for sure in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Colt Roberts is also at the spick and span cam. But don't be surprised if Meter looks to run the highway pretty quick. As Colt Roberts looks across the field and he gets the kill in. And then Eaton walks right into the same stream. Looks like Billy Bernacci might have got himself 1 or 2. Now it's Graham Arnold.
Yeah, not much that Graham could do in that situation. Excellently played here to finally put a point on the board for X Factor. They took ground early, being aggressive, getting into the 50s, but then once they got to the 50s, great communication, patience on the gunfights, and then finally working out that D side first and then putting the pinch on Graham Arnold. Graham played that one as tight as he possibly could have.
Yeah, for sure. But good job continuing to put the pressure on by X Factor, bumping up the field, continuing to bring the bodies.
Roberts getting some information from owner Alex Martinez. So there's that nice moves inside by Billy. That was that beautiful shot. Graham on Matt Jackson. Roberts came over to help out, and then he's the one that connected cross field. As Billy got shot, and then they still had two bodies on that D side. So great fill from Colt Roberts.
Yeah.
Back into this match, Tauntauns. Slight lead here on BB Fit. Get Hugo into the snake, and here comes Stewart for Fit. He makes it in clean. No bodies have come off. It's 5-on-5.
Yeah, Spitzma caught a lefty bounce. Oh, no, now he gets one in the pack. He's going to come walking off the field for the Tauntauns.
Stewart trying to get the drop on Benny Carroll. Can't get the angle from there. He knows he's got a better angle when he crawls up. He gets past the 50, and he should be able... Oh, and Scott, great zone control for the Tauntauns. That saved Benny Carroll's life.
Yeah, Scott Stewart came into their clover and then took one in the goggles from across the field.
That'll make life a little easier here for Hugo. And then they shoot out Colt Lukow. Here comes Trenton, though. Trenton's going to get up into the 50. And does he trade with Benny Carroll? No, he gets Benny Carroll clean.
Hugo's in the snake, too. And Fosse is on overwatch for him.
Hugo
Cyrus.
Yeah, he pops the top to get the shot on Cyrus. But then he gets smoke from Trenton. Going back and forth here on the kills, Todd. Maybe a 1-on-1, maybe a 2-on-1. And Fosse is going to get taken out, and I think it was a 2-on-1. No, maybe just a 1-on-1 with just Mason. Salinas. That's why it's nice for Fit to have Trenton back.
Yeah, I never saw Chavez walk off. Is he out there? Out there somewhere?
Yeah, he's out there. There he is. So Chavez and Trenton getting it done for PB Fit.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Pits with Fit.
He owed me. I owed him. I don't know how to say it.
We're even.
Anyway.
We're even now.
Yeah.
We're good. Hey, 0-0 game.
They haven't changed anything. The only thing they changed was they're going first. They're used to dice.
Hey, it's still 5 seconds, and then he goes snake.
Yeah.
Fit confident in their scouting report on the Tauntauns. They did play that big long match yesterday that ended up going to overtime where they had a huge lead and Tauntauns ended up coming back. So these teams very familiar with each other, played 15 points yesterday against each other.
Yeah, it was the Tauntauns win, so this again a rematch here. But yeah, what was it, 8-7 game?
X Factor bringing the big guns off this break as they go double up the center. They shoot two bodies on the break. Holland's walking off. So it looks like Joel Eaton, but Meter and Billy are both walking off.
Woodward back up into the wall to do battle with Colt Roberts.
Three bodies for X Factor. Colt Roberts up in the center wall. Matt Jackson and TJ Danner on the back line. Should still be three bodies alive for... And here comes Woodward. He's going to come around just as Colt Roberts goes around. Woodward, they both go into the wide open and get shot. Here comes Matt Jackson. He's going to get the drop down the snake side. He is going to pick up Nate Schrader, not paying attention, and then get both of those kills on Graham Arnold and Nate Schrader right there. Good aggressive attack by Matt Jackson to capitalize when nobody saw him make that move and shoots the last two bodies for Uprising.
Nasty snapshot prowess here from Matt Fuzzy Jackson. Going to be the difference maker in this point to keep San Antonio X Factor close. It's going to be, well, we'll see. He's still got a little work to do, and he's got some help, though. TJ Danner standing in the field. Make sure everybody's dead. But now they're going to pull within one. It was all uprising to start. Now a 2-point run for X Factor. Get a replay on Matt Jackson's beautiful snapshots here as Woodward runs across. So Jackson catches the tower. Tower had no idea he was there. But look at this reaction right here. As it's like the fadeaway snapshot here from Jackson as he was pulling back into that bunker. Hard to get an accurate shot in that situation. Yeah, he's close, but still beautiful work from Buzz.
Former MVP.
Yeah.
Here we go. 2-2 game. Fit and the Tauntauns. Looks like some bodies are coming off for the Tauntauns. I think it might be Anfosi. He's going to come walking off. The Tauntauns are going to get... Axel Godin's going to draw a penalty. Benny Carroll's walking off the field. Or it might have been on Benny Carroll, and then Axel got pulled on the penalty.
But it forces the quick concession. Vic going to go up by 1. Yeah, it's just tough if you're the Tauntauns. It's always tough to beat a team 2 times in a row. Especially when we're talking about PB Fit. The Tauntauns handle them in the prelims. Still got some game to go, but 1-point lead now for Fit.
These off the break advantages have just been so big out here on this layout.
Massive.
Because guys are standing in that wide open zone. You know, the center Aztec is, you know, I think in front of the 20-foot line or in front of the 30-foot line. You know, they're in the center of the field, and, you know, guys are floating on either side of the box. 2 guys going up to that Aztec, spraying out wide. And, you know, balls are just sailing over that big center brick, sometimes catching guys high. Sometimes, you know, if you get that good first volley, you know, you're hitting a guy 1 step off the box. We've seen that multiple times. But we've also seen guys just stand straight up and just gun people down with not being affected whatsoever. So, you know, if nobody shoots back at you and you have that freedom, you know, then you have some really good shots on the break. But we've also seen teams go charging like the Legion match we just watched, 2 bodies up, you know, right at that Aztec, splitting out wide, shooting bodies running wide. And then, you know, if you see that body come off wide, your outside guys now have the freedom to go, and you can just go up to that wall or to the can or the tower and either look to get 2 or just know that you have, you know, freedom up there in the middle of the field.
Off the break, Nate Schrader trying to get out wide snake side, and he gets taken out. So it's a 5-on-4 situation in favor of X Factor. Woodward quickly into the clover, though. And might have just shot Jackson out of the tower. Nope, Jackson able to dodge that stream, but Woodward putting paint as he gets into the brick. They don't know he's there. That cost Colt Roberts his life. Evening things up on the count.
Woodward going to cross onto their side of the field.
But Uprising losing a body on the D side. They get Borromeo into their side, and here comes the big major penalty going to be assessed on Billy Bernacci, who's losing his mind right now. X Factor dropping multiple bodies. He's going to have a quick concession as Graham Arnold shot TJ Danner out of the can, and Borromeo was on their side of the field on the D side.
So Billy is arguing about that major. It did not look like he knew that Woodward was there. Like, it looked like he was about to run by him, but then saw him and still felt like he got his gun up first. But to me, his body language looked like he didn't know that Woodward was there.
I swear to God, 100%. Shot him same time.
Yeah, he's saying same time because Woodward wasn't exactly prepared for Billy to be coming either.
Where they go snake side, double that.
They both were like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Get a look here on the replay. So here comes Billy Bernaccia. Neither one of them knew that they were there. Billy's not looking at Woodward. Woodward's not looking at Billy. Does look like Woodward gets his gun up first, though. It's tough to see when he got shot. So if you run that back a little bit, Woodward does have his barrel elevated before Billy gets his back, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, we got to jump into this next point. Well, that's what Jason's going to go look at.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. On this breakout, both teams get 5 bodies alive.
Stewart into the clover. Going to crawl up past the 50, which puts Benny Carroll's life at risk. The last time Stewart tried to do this, he got shot trying to get that kill inside. He's going to have to do it again anyway. This time he doesn't miss, doesn't get shot, stays alive on the Tauntaun side of the field.
And he's just hammering Anfosi. Hugo posted up, trying to protect himself. Stewart coming back out on Anfosi again. Ball's hitting Hugo's bunker. He can't exactly just stand up and go get him, as Mason Salinas just hammering Hugo to protect Stewart. Here comes Trenton, up the middle to Snake 2, up over the top, providing support. Stewart with the tactical retreat into the brick.
Yeah, I like this little retreat here. They have a 1-point lead to protect. Now at a little bit more of a defensible position. Eyes down that sideline, wrap around, be able to put pressure on the tower. Bit with Stewart here in the Snake dictating the pace of how this point's being played. Mason right behind him. As the second attacker staying very close. This is where Trenton thrives.
Oh, and Anfosi catches a bounce in the arm.
Yeah, lucky bounce for Anfosi.
Axel's in the Dorito corner. He can look to the inside to try and help. Trenton moves into the big center wall out of the Snake.
He's trying to find a gap to run through this cross.
Chavez crawling into the 50 Dorito. Only guy with eyes on him is going to be Spitzma.
Got all the 50s hot here for Fit.
Mason.
Even on the count.
Come on in.
Fozy living life on the edge over here in this tower. Oh, and they're going to get the shot in on Trenton Mason Salinas. Huge kill for the Tauntauns. But then they lose Hugo Verhege out of the Snake.
Yep, and that's Jonathan Chavez over there in the 50 Dorito. But Axel quickly recognizes and makes a move up to Dorito 1. And it looks like Anfosi is feeling the pressure a little bit from the Dorito side. Takes a look over there. Stewart continuing to hammer the outside of Anfosi's tower. Colt still alive in the center, Aztec. Trying to protect Chavez.
Got Colt Lukow pumping paint towards that D side with the Overwatch. As we're under 5 minutes to go, 1-point game. Come down to this next kill. Stewart and Anfosi have been just battling here. And Spitzma also in a pretty treacherous spot because that can gets real tough to live in. He's tucked into that spot as much as he can. Chavez still at the 50-yard line there, top of your screen. In this 3-on-3 battle.
Well, Fit does have a 1-point lead.
Yeah, they could sit here for a while because the Tauntauns aren't really in position to run it into any of these guns either.
Yeah, the more that this time ticks away, better for Fit if they can score a point. But if time ticks away and Tauntauns are able to pull this one out, we might be looking at an overtime. See how much of that actually comes into play. Axel playing heads up. Chavez just steady posted on Anfosi. Spitzma tucked into that can as much as he possibly can be. Colt looking to get in on the action, now moving up to the center tower.
Yeah, this just plays out really nicely for Fit.
Yeah, I think
they have this ground with Chavez and Stewart, and eventually the Tauntauns are going to have to try to make something happen.
Yeah, I think Colt put himself in a position to protect Chavez if Axel decides to try and run the highway, as he's just posted Dorito side.
Probably going to be the deciding point here, because if Fit can pull off all this time, find a way to put their fourth on the board, that would be ideal. Tauntauns try to make something happen though. So Axel Godin is going to get up into D2, but Colt Lukow, he is past the 50-yard line, and he's in their inside tower, and he's just gunned up. Colt gunned up on Axel right now. Stewart also past the 50-yard line in the Snakes. They're starting to put the pinch on these last bodies. But then Colt Lukow is going to get shot from Axel, and then Stewart's going to launch into Anfosi's gun as Spitzma dies. So it's a 2-on-1 situation here in the Tauntauns. And then Chavez is going to trade out, but it's going to be a major penalty here assessed on Chavez, which is going to force Fit to start down with a little under 2.5 to play. You can see Colt Lukow frustrated with that turn of events. So the Tauntauns hold the line. It was looking excellent here for Fit, and Chavez is losing his mind over it, hates the call.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be a bad call, but, you know, I didn't see what happened down low. But Chavez popped the top just as, you know, Axel was coming to get him.
Yeah, so.
I mean, Colt tried to make the move. That didn't pan out. That was where that thing went wrong for.
Well, let's get a look here at the penalty that was in that last one. So look at this. He shoots a bunker past him. He actually, and then shoots him right there. It's tough to see from this angle. From this angle, you see the hit right there on his pack. So first one hit the bunker, there's the pack. And then as Billy's bringing his gun up, hit right there.
Yep.
And
Billy's got his right foot in the air.
Yeah.
When he gets shot.
There's the hit on Woodward. I don't know, man. That's kind of bang bang.
That's pretty bang bang.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Do you gang bang?
Yeah, that's just right there. I don't know. It's kind of tough to call major on that one, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, watch as when Billy gets shot, you know, that right foot is already down. Billy might have even got Woodward first, right? But, I mean, to me,
I don't know.
Neither of those guys had their guns up
earlier, but it's so close that that seems to be a mutual trade, in my opinion. So it does say Uprising 3, X Factor 2 on the scoreboard, though, with 7:03. And also, please head on over to Major League Paintball Plus to watch the conclusion of these battles going down here, quarters and then semis. All the divisional battles going down here on center court. And a penalty going to be assessed, I believe, on Uprising?
On Uprising, yes. They do shoot one body on the break. It's Meter coming off for X Factor. So 4-on-3, but no bodies on the Dorito side for Uprising.
Battle in the middle, at the wall. With Alec Holland here for Uprising. Tense moments for X Factor. Chasing a point. Billy in the Snake. Jackson behind him.
Oh, but
body's going to come off from the middle. It's going to be Colt Roberts here taking the walk. And he does not put a ball on Holland.
I don't even know if somebody from Uprising shot him.
Might have been a team kill?
I think it might have been a team kill. I didn't even see him come around. I'm a little blocked out, but no, I thought it seemed like he was on the other side of the wall when he got shot.
Here comes a big move up the middle as Bernacchi is going to go in and trade. Clean run, no penalty assessed. Billy is still alive. How did Billy not get shot? No one shoots Billy Bernacchi. He pops the top, but still wasn't able to trade out with Schrader, who was as surprised as I was. In that chaos, Matt Jackson takes the 50 spick and spam break here in the Snake.
Should be a 3-on-2 still. Or no, 2-on-2. Matt Jackson and probably TJ Danner over there on the Dorito side.
Definitely TJ and Matt Jackson in a 2-on-2, which definitely benefits X Factor because X Factor has the field spread. Don't want to be on the same side in a 2-on-2. That's just the way it shook out, though. It's not Graham Arnold or Schrader's fault. Just got stuck here.
Colt died, Meter died, and Billy died. It's a 2-on-2.
X Factor has time to work with, only down a point. TJ Danner can spend some time being patient and working up that D side. He's only looking at Schrader's gun. Schrader does a little retreat back to the Dorito to switch up that angle as Danner engaging with Schrader. And Graham Arnold feeling his pack. No more bullets left. Looks like Schrader shot through his pack as well, too. Yep. Danner and Jackson, I don't know how much paint they have. Looks like Jackson's got a couple pods on his back, so that is another advantage here for X Factor. Can't see TJ's pack from here. They're going to peel off Schrader. And so now just Graham Arnold in a 1-on-2 to try to preserve this lead here, Todd.
Yep, X Factor storming back. Can they close this one out to tie it up? Matt Jackson going to hop the beam, come onto Uprising's Clover. And oh, what a shot there by Arnold. TJ makes the move. Arnold doesn't know he moved. He might feel it now. And now he knows where he is. It's a 1-on-1.
But he's looking in the middle as if he's off on the count. He's unsure that it is an actual 1-on-1. He keeps head checking towards that D side and middle. He knows he shot Jackson, so this coast is clear. Snake side.
Oh, what a snapshot.
Graham Arnold with two nasty snapshots to preserve the lead. A masterful gunfighting clinic here for Graham Arnold. Unbelievable.
Ridiculously quick snapshots on both of those players against two guys that are just insane one-on-one players and snapshots themselves.
Yeah,
TJ Danner and Matt Jackson.
They'll send TJ out for one-on-ones. Matt Jackson's a one-on-one champ.
Give him his 1-on-2 coin and his 1-on-1 coins
look at
right
this.
now.
Let's get a look at this replay. Gets the kill on Jackson and then edges out. And then look at this shot on TJ. TJ didn't have time to dodge that one. That was the perfectly placed ball. TJ was out on him and just couldn't get back in time. 1-on-2 pulled off here from Graham Arnold to put the team on his back and extend the lead by two now. 4-2 here.
So now,
let's get an update real quick here from Bree.
Thanks, Maddie. I was just giving an update over the Chavez penalty that would stand, and they did start 3v5.
So after a real quick break, Uprising is going to have to go right back out against X Factor with 3:20 left to go, chasing 2 points.
Yeah, huge. Instead of a tie game, Uprising now has that 2-point lead. But X Factor has been shooting on the break really well. We did see X Factor run some quick points. So no time for Uprising to play defense. You know, they started off really hot shooting on the break, but X Factor's adjustments, you know, they got meter on the break that last point, but you know, if they can survive the break here, they'll definitely give themselves a better chance. But watch out for the start of the quick plays by Ryan Brand.
Just wondering if Graham has enough gas to go again. Looks like he does. So they're going to put Graham Arnold back out there even after the quick turn. And yeah, a little bit of a miscue here for Bernaccia's. Does a little gun flip, picks it up from the mud, and a minor penalty going to be assessed here on Matt Jackson, which pulls out Billy Bernaccia. But they do shoot a couple bodies here for Uprising, so this one's getting interesting. And a minor right back on Uprising. Colt Roberts in the madness, alive at the wall, looking D-side.
Yeah. Here comes X Factor, though. Only one body left alive, 2-on-1 again.
And Woodward did not know that zone was, that he was up there and able to get that kill. So, chaotic point.
Yeah, both teams getting penalties on the break. But X Factor just pulled up 2 guns and just gunned down the middle of the field for Uprising. 3-4 game just like that.
This is a crazy game. Let's look at the break here for Uprising. Alec Holland gets shot on the break.
Yeah,
and then there's that minor. Yeah. So it was a rough break for both squads. Because on the other side, Matt Jackson got shot immediately. Billy flipped his gun around off the break and did a little 360. He picked it up off the mud, and then he got pulled out on the penalty. But staying calm and composed with all those bodies dropping off, Colt Roberts got to the wall, and then Meter figured it out on the D side. So timeout being called by PB Fit. 2:22 down a point to the Tauntauns in this rematch from the prelims. Tauntauns took that one. That was a faster pace, though. That one went all the way into overtime with a ton of points scored.
Well, PB Fit with that penalty in a point where they had the real estate, the lead, and what seemed like control. They end up dropping, getting a penalty, and then losing the penalty point, and now find themselves down 1 with 2:22 on the clock. So can they score a quick one here? Doesn't need to be too quick. I mean, as long as they do it in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Yeah, we could go.
Yeah.
We could be going to overtime.
Yeah, you don't have to run a crazy play here with 2:22. You can run a default standard play. You don't have to go triple wall. Benny Carroll right back up to the wall on the break for the Tauntauns. Both teams keeping 5 bodies alive. Here comes a response from PB Fit. It's going to be Stewart up the middle to try to contend with Benny Carroll. Hugo thinking about trying to get across into Snake 2, and he does. Axelgod didn't able to make it out wide, but the first kill is going to be on Spitzma. So PB Fit 5 on 4 now here as Axelgod gets into D1.
Benny Carroll watching the Snake side with Hugo in Snake 2. Axel comes up into Dorito 1. Trent Mason, Salinas coming into Snake 1. Here comes the move through the middle.
That's the correct play, because now with that trade, they're going to be 4 on 3, and Trenton doesn't have to worry about that zone of death because there's no one in there to shoot it. He has to worry about Hugo, but if he wants to move up, he'll be able to do it. They're going to refill the wall. Geringer. That's going to make life harder here for Hugo. Hugo does not know that Geringer's there. If Hugo tries to go across, he's going to get shot by Geringer. He doesn't check off on the lane, and he goes right through it. Does Geringer make his shot? He doesn't. Geringer misses Hugo. Here comes a reaction from Trenton. Trenton gets, he was going to potentially wrap around. He's going to go to the inside, try to dunk on Hugo.
Smart move there by Trenton. Big move. Here comes Chavez. He's going to go drop the hammer on Axel. They're going to call that a trade. Just 1 body left alive. Colt makes it out to the Snake. Should be Geringer and Colt in a 2-on-1. 31 seconds on the clock. Can they pinch out Anfosi, or can Anfosi hold them off? 25 seconds.
It's going to be close, but looks like Lukau going to Cyclops Anfosi. Slightly off on the count, though, but they're going to have plenty of time to be able to get in there, hit the buzzer to tie this up, and we're going to see 2 overtimes in a row in these battles between PB Fit and the Tauntauns here at the Midwest Open.
Like I said, all they needed was a 2-minute and 15-second point.
I called it.
Excellent execution right there by Paintball Fit.
Oh, that was great. Typically really good in those situations, which is why they can win tournaments.
So
Chavez getting cleaned off here in the pits.
Yesterday's game goes to overtime. That's a 3-on-3. This game's going to overtime. It's a 5-on-5. So we shall see. This was the move right here by Trent Mason. Coming in, popping the top, putting Anfosi in, and then getting Hugo off the field. And then there you see the simultaneous trade. They both start doing the Sophie Cunningham, pointing at each other. No, you don't point at me. I point at you.
No, you're the culprit. No, it's you. It's you.
Oh, Alex Borromeo taking a bounce in the pack on the break. He's still alive. Uprising went hard pocket, trying not to give any of those bodies up with a 1-point lead and 2:25 on the clock, and they shoot Billy Bernaccia on the late fill out wide to the Snake side, and Colt Roberts up the middle. It is a 5-on-3 advantage with 2:15 on the clock. Is Ryan Brand going to let it play out? He is not. He is going to concede this point and give X Factor a 2-point deficit with 2:13 on the clock. X Factor, they're going to need a couple quick points now.
Yeah, see if they run with the same line they've been running here, chasing 2 with barely any time on the clock. And it's tough to make those calls, Todd, but Ryan Brand wanted to get back into that 5-on-5 situation because we're looking at a 5-on-3. I mean, Uprising is just going to not go anywhere, slow roll that one. Margin means nothing here on Sunday. That's the correct call from Coach Ryan Brand.
Well, great play call by Coach Tyler Michaud of Uprising to not give any extra bodies to X Factor on the break to allow them to make a quick break. But they go heavy pocket, 2 in the center, 2 in the tower, but they did get bounced going to that can. So almost.
So this is that garbage time free timeout. It only sends out 3 bodies.
Yeah, so X Factor almost had an opportunity. If they had shot Borromeo, X Factor would have been off to the races down that Dorito side.
Borromeo, the one that got bounced?
Got bounced. The only body that went out Dorito side to the can. X Factor, they would have been booking down that Dorito side. But we have seen X Factor's fast plays, and they have been really good.
Yeah, X Factor has traditionally been insanely good at these fast plays. Pretty much everyone on that squad has wheels, and they have a lot of veterans on their squad, so pattern recognition, they've been here many times before. This one could still be a game. It's going to come down to this break right now, though. I don't think they're going to see, looks like we're going to see Tom Guest in there. There's going to be Meter and Danner on the D side. Bernaccia and Jackson still here. Snake side, here comes Tom Guest up the middle here, taking over for Colt Roberts, and a good break here as multiple bodies are coming off for Uprising. So this is X Factor's moment. As we reach the 2-minute mark, Billy Bernaccia is going to get to the 50-yard line. He's not feeling any pressure. Yeah, he's just running into guns, followed up by Jackson as the bodies are flooding off the field for Uprising. Another one dies in the middle, and it's just Nate Schrader. Going to be a major penalty, though, assessed on X Factor. That might ruin the comeback chances. They keep Meter Niños alive, and then Meter's going to get that kill, so they eat the penalty and pull within 1 with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go. If Meter's clean. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Potential hit on Meter Niños' pack. Meter pleading his case. Oh, and it's going to be a flag here on X Factor, and that is probably going to destroy their chances in this comeback and possibly eliminate them from the tournament, because they're going to be down by 3 with just 1.5 minutes left to go. 30-second points are possible out here, but to stack up 3 in a row is going to be very difficult.
Wow. Well, Meter's trying to plead his case right now.
His argument is there was no one on that side to shoot him from that angle.
They also called it red on Billy, but it looked like they only pulled one guy.
We get our bodies. Dirty hang.
But I contest that. There's no one on the left side to shoot me.
Dirty hang, he has to review.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm good with all that. But this is not a
they had.
Jason Trozen is earning his money this weekend.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. 3 seconds. 4-on-4 game. We are in overtime.
PB Fit and the Tauntaun second overtime match of the tournament for them. Who's it going to be? Moving on to the top 4 and into the semifinals. About to find out. Here comes Stewart. He's going up the snake again. Or sorry, going up into the wall again. And it's a 5-on-5 break, but a little better field position. Oh, looks like Benny Carroll has answered. Benny Carroll is also up at the wall. So probable trade situation for Tauntauns and Fit. Benny Carroll thinking about running through on Scott Stewart as Trenton gets into the snake.
Trenton's going to come up into snake 2. Both players watching the zone. Colt Lukow also watching snake side. Stewart doesn't want to stand up too tall. Benny Carroll knows that pop shot. He might be moving over. Nope, he's going to go just watch Dorito side.
Stewart's going to come through. Goes barrel to barrel with Benny Carroll. And they both come off. 4-on-4. Perfectly timed by Trenton Mason Salinas as he is going to go past the 50-yard line. Is he going to try to trade out with Hugo, but he throws his body away and does not get the drop in on Hugo. So tough death here from Trenton.
Tough death there because now Colt is the nearest player towards the snake side, and a ref running to check Cyrus, and Cyrus is going to get pulled out and get a penalty. Just Colt left against 4 Tauntauns.
Colt Lukow with the desperation fill as the sole soldier out here for PB Fit to try to save this overtime point. They haven't picked him up quite yet, so Colt Lukow still got a chance. Still facing a lot of bodies. And the Tauntauns maybe unsure of the count, and they're going to connect on the kill. And that is going to do it here as the Tauntauns moving on into the semifinals. 2 wins in a row for them against PB Fit.
Wow. 2 comebacks against PB Fit. What another game between these two. And I'm sure this won't be the last time they see each other this year.
Probably not. I'm sure the paintball gods are going to have them in the same bracket. Maybe the next one. Again, disappointing finish here from PB Fit. They'll go top 8 after a 3rd and a 4th. So it's been 2 semifinals appearances for PB Fit to start out 2026. But not here at this one as they get eliminated by the Tauntauns, who are still seeking that long sought-after victory here on U.S. soil. They've won everywhere else, one of the most legendary teams in existence. They have never hoisted a first-place trophy in the professional division in the United States. And running with 5 guys the entire time. And we have 6 on the roster.
Yeah.
This
kind of
one
ridiculous.
Now uprising, and the review here from Jason with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go, chasing 3 points. Still a chance with the firepower that X Factor has on the roster, and they're going to put in back. Looks like Colt Roberts going to go back in for guest. Other than that, no alteration for the line. So it'll be Bernaccia and Jackson snake side. Peter Ninos and TJ Danner on the D side. Same 5 for Uprising as they're looking to go into the top 4. 9th and 9th to start up the season here for Uprising. Let's check in with Bree.
Thanks, Maddie. That will be a point for Uprising, and X Factor will be starting down with 4.
So call confirmed. There's 4 bodies out there, so who are they going to sit? Looks like it's going to be TJ.
Wow. Super chaotic game here between X Factor and Uprising. Multiple points where just multiple bodies walking off all at the same time. First, it was the Uprising, first 3 points. X Factor starts storming back, and then X Factor is still killing bodies, but Uprising figuring out a way to win, some close points, and now here we are in a 6-3 game. X Factor still has to come, but they're going to shoot Billy on the break. Matt Jackson's going to continue to push down the snake side.
And here comes Uprising. After getting that initial kill, now they're going to launch. They shoot Colt Roberts up the middle, and they also smoke Matt Jackson as well, too. So that should do it.
And Uprising came to play today, Maddie. It's like the stars aligned. You know what I mean? The stars aligned for Uprising. Things are starting to go their way.
There's still a little bit of time left here, 1:19 with the concession, but a 4-point spread. It can take an act of God for San Antonio X Factor. Score 4 points in 1 minute and 19 seconds.
Yep.
Most likely it's going to be Uprising taking on the Tauntauns. See who's going to move into the final match.
120.
Let's check in with Bree.
Thank you, Maddie. I'm here with Hugo Verhage. Run me through how it feels to be fit like that.
It's always good to beat a good team like Fit. Obviously, like always, it's good to beat a great team. So, yeah.
What do you think gave you guys the upper hand in that last match?
We just focused yesterday before the match on our mistakes and how we can correct them. So yeah, I think we figured out how to correct it. So.
What was the huddle like this morning? What was the energy?
Just going to the field, trying to be dominant on the field, no matter what, on snake side, Dorito in the center. And I think we did it great, so yeah.
Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
win. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Tauntauns. I mean, if you beat Fit twice in a row, running 5 guys, you're dialed. You're ready to win a paintball tournament.
Yeah.
That's incredibly difficult to do. It's obviously one of the best teams in the world.
Seriously.
So it would not surprise me if Tauntauns go all the way and finally achieve their goal.
And they were grinder points, man.
X Factor does shoot a body here on the break. Colt Roberts right up the middle. Here comes Silas Cortez. Tom Guest back in, and multiple bodies are flooding off here from Uprising. So X Factor might be able to put this one up, make it a little bit better on the margin, and still keep themselves in this one, give themselves a chance.
He's clean.
Silas Cortez,
yeah.
All right, well, back to a 3-point spread with 49 left. No quit in X Factor, that's for sure.
I got you. I got you, Los.
Hey, let's go, boys.
49 seconds left. So I'm going to go back to the point where it was Fit was up 1. It was a 3-on-3. They didn't have to go. Colt overcommitted into the tower to try and get a kill. It doesn't work out for him, which makes is it Trent or Stewart over here kind of forced his hand to try and go get something done, right? So he takes off. He goes and gets 1. That's usually the spot where you can kill the Hydra Tower from. But Spitzman was tucked in there so tight, or Anfosi was tucked in there so tight, he couldn't shoot him. So he has to run, tries to get the kill on the can. He does, right? But then, once the exchange happens between Chavez and Axel, because Axel now can go bunker Chavez because Colt's off the field, and then Chavez gets the major, so then they have to play, the 3-point, which gives them another point. They end up going to overtime, getting it back and going to overtime. But you just got to think, like, man, what would have been different if, Fit didn't try and force that move right there and just allow the game. It could have been a 2-point game with maybe a minute, 2 minutes. Now you're forcing the Tauntauns to come at you. Fit never, we don't see Fit makes mistakes like that. You know what I mean? Like mental error, clock error, scoreboard error, type mistakes.
That's why it's so frustrating to lose those 1-point matches, because you could go back and microanalyze so many different moments. I like that you picked that one, though, because that was a momentum shifter. And sometimes it really just does come down to one error, but then there's multiple different situations you could go through, which I'm sure I was actually looking down in the pits and just 1,000-yard stares. Yeah. Everyone on PB Fit, very frustrating, and probably playing through those moments already in their head. If I just done this differently, if I didn't commit as much on that move when I didn't need to.
Well, Paintball Fit, went on a hot streak at the end of 24 and then to start 25, right? Didn't finish 25 the way they wanted, but was super excited about 26. And then 26 now has been, good, but a little bit more of a rough go here. Had some tough losses, the first 3 events now.
Well, a 3rd place at the first event in Tampa, 4th at the last one in Dover, lost by 3 to Impact in the semifinals, and lost to Dynasty in the prelims, but they avenged that loss in the quarters. But when you're a top team, you have a giant target on your back.
Yeah, but
and now you expect to win all the time.
Yeah, exactly. They are first place or nothing team, though. So if you're not meeting expectations, it's disappointment for them. They want to win every event. They believe they can win every event.
Let's see if we can get through 37 seconds here.
No quit in X Factor as they are down 3, but they are continuing to attack. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty on X Factor, trying to make moves down the snake side. Kobay's going to walk off, but Tom Guest is going to be the last man standing, and he's able to run in and hit that buzzer. It's going to be a 2-point game with 16 seconds left.
It's running out of time.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to
noble attempt at the end, but
yeah,
running out of time.
And send someone running and shooting far.
No, they're going to play it.
If these guys are hot, keep them going.
I know they're hot. Y'all have to gas the baby.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. Please head on over to MLPBplus.com to watch the conclusion of this tournament. Coming up next, it's going to be San Diego Dynasty and Edmonton Impact and Tampa Bay Damage and Legion. So it's a great quarterfinal set.
Way to follow me out, baby. Let's go.
They're a little north of Cincinnati, Ohio, Joyce Park.
Yeah, I shot the guy on the first engagement on the outside. The 4.
Yeah, I mean the 4. Sorry. Yeah. Shooting everything. Yeah. So then I have to. I have to how many on their side.
Let's go, Meter. Let's go, Fun.
$100 wins you $100,000, Maddie. You taking this bet that X Factor makes the comeback? You got 100.
I love X Factor, but no, I'm not taking that bet. That's a waste of $100.
Think of all the things we could do with that $100.
I'll buy some more diapers for my daughter with that $100.
But think of how many diapers you could buy with $100,000.
To help me pay off my mortgage, that's for sure. Would you take that bet?
Hell no. I never win at gambling.
Well, cash money?
Yeah, it could have been 50 cents for $100,000. I wouldn't take it, and then X Factor would pull it off.
Watch X Factor. Watch, there's a major penalty on Uprising.
Yeah.
Right off the break.
Right off the rip.
Then they score a 7-second point, 6-second point, and beat Chad's record.
Well, they do shoot one on the break out of the middle. Make that 2.
Jackson has to pause, and he gets shot from the tower. And there's going to be another minor, and it's going to pull out TJ. So sure enough, it would have been a waste of $100, and that is going to do it. Hey, man, hard-fought battle from X Factor. But congratulations to Uprising going back into the top 4. I believe 3rd is the best they've ever done. Never been to a finals. This might be the event. They can take the whole thing. First, I have to get through the Tauntauns in the semis. But Damage and Legion, Dynasty, and Impact going to be our next set. Uprising gotta be happy. So it look like they are happy, but the quest has not been accomplished yet for Uprising. Always good vibes in the pits for Seattle Uprising. Don't really see, they got a deep roster, but I don't really see any alterations to this line. It's playing so well. So we will be right back here at the Midwest Open for Dynasty and Impact, Damage, and Legion. Stick with this and head on over to Major League Paintball Plus to watch these Warriors battle it out on center court. See you in just a couple minutes.
Major League Paintball Plus is your all-access pass to the sport's biggest stage. The exclusive home to live tournament paintball action, featuring semifinals and finals of all NXL major events, and much more.
It's just a fantastic time for paintball and all our fans. Just love it.
Go beyond the field with Major League Paintball Plus.
Let's go! Come on, who wants it? Damage ball!
Same old. You know, you know what to expect, man. We're just gonna put in that work, dog. That's it.
Get out.
You know, just getting some good looks today. Tomorrow we'll probably switch it up and try to be a little more aggressive and see what we can get away with. Right now we're just shooting our guns.
Get out, kill the 200. That should be a Raider.
All right, good job.
Did I not get Brian? Yeah.
Been working on hold plays, and then Keith did not do his job because he should not be risking his body ever when we're up by 2 in that situation. Yeah, I think these are just what you work on in practice. This is how you get better. You make mistakes and fix them. I've moved people around quite a bit, so I want to make sure we have depth everywhere, even though we don't have a lot of guys, so I have a lot of versatility. I wouldn't say any one particular person's playing way better than anyone else. I think we have 2 really good snake players and some more.
I'm like, no, let's not do that. Let's 5 alive this shit for a minute. So I just want to make sure that we are, yes, usable, yes, good, yes, dangerous. Right? So as long as we have all that in mind, there's going to be times to use all of it, but I don't want, definitely never do both of them at the same time. All right, so we're going to do matches this morning, 7 minutes. Play the scenarios the way they're supposed to be played. Play it like it's a real match.
We are back here in the quarterfinals.